Welcome back to another video. Today, we're back with another episode of the Pokemon Y playthrough. So last time we left off, we did the mansion thing. So I wanted to use this video to talk about the last Switch 1 Direct and the first Switch 2 Direct, because I didn't make a video about them, and also some of the information we got outside of those Directs. So the last Switch 1 Direct, the major things were the Metroid Prime 4 footage, which I think it might be the first gameplay footage we've gotten since its reveal, because we did hear about it in 2024, but I don't remember if they showed gameplay or not. But still, the game does look really good. I haven't played a Metroid Prime game. I've only played Metroid Dread, and I didn't even finish it. But I'm still looking forward to it. Ha ha ha. We didn't mean to surprise you. How are you and Fletchender doing? Haven't you wondered how a single Pokedex could possibly cover a region as big as Kalos? Well, it can't. That's why we are here to power up your Pokedex. The Coastal Pokedex, Kalos Pokedex, was added to Junior's Pokedex. The Coastal Kalos Pokedex will be on your Pokedex menu, so tap it and select it. New encounters help people and Pokemon grow and mature. We'll be taking our leave now. Bon voyage. Anyway, back to what I was saying about Metroid Prime 4. It does look really good visually and like gameplay wise. So for a while I did like theorize that it was going to be a simultaneous release for a cross-generation release for the Switch and Switch 2, and I was somehow right. So I know some people suspected it for ZA as well. I wasn't expecting it, but clearly it'll have a Switch 2 version as well. Speaking of, Legend ZA was also shown in the trailer, which was a huge surprise, since they just never show Pokemon stuff in the Directs. I think they've done it once before with the Detective Pikachu sequel, but other than that, they typically keep the Pokemon stuff in the Pokemon Presents. The nighttime rank-up system, which I did call, by the way, totally not stolen information from someone else, does look really interesting. I don't know if it's going to be important to gameplay or to the story, but it could still be very fun. Being able to sneak up on trainers just like how you can on Pokemon is interesting. I don't think anything else major got revealed. I think, it was like something about like a wish if you get to A rank, which probably is going to be Hoopa. But still, it's definitely looking forward to it, especially with how good it looked in the Switch 2 Direct. And the last thing they showed was Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life 2, which was crazy to see. I mean, it's something that people ask for every Direct, but I was not expecting it. Definitely looking forward to it. I haven't played the first Tomodachi Life, but definitely it would be interesting in playing the sequel. So now on to the Switch 2 Direct. Another huge one, which makes sense since a console Direct. So I'm trying to... Mario Kart World does look really interesting. An open world Mario Kart game was not at all expected. So definitely really cool to see it. being able to just like seamlessly going into the next track, I think could be really fun. The game also just looks visually great. There's also just a lot of random characters in it, which makes sense because there's 24 players per race now. So they're probably just adding a bunch of characters to like fill the how many would be needed for that many racers. There's also some interesting like what's the word, like rail grinding, wall jumping. There's clearly going to be a lot of creativity with the tracks. I'm trying to think what else got revealed. There was just so much. The next thing I can think of is the paid tech demo, which is crazy. I do think Nintendo's getting a little too comfortable with what they think they can get away with. Like, imagine if Wii Sports, you had to pay for it. Like, there was Wii Sports Resort, but still. I do wonder how the mouse on the Joy-Cons will work, or how they'll be implemented, because I think for some games it'll really improve them, like Stardew Valley, for example. It's much better on PC since you can do the mouse controls. It makes like collecting crops much easier. Or harvesting them. The game they showed as a representation for it, Dragon Drive, I think it was called, is certainly unexpected. I wasn't expecting a wheelchair basketball as a way to show off a controller feature. Faded. But I did make a Rocket League joke to myself when it got showed off. The Switch going up to 120 FPS in handheld mode is certainly interesting. I don't know how many gamers will be able to do it, because like they showed off Elden Ring, which was crazy. I feel like that game is probably going to be too intensive for the Switch 2 to go up to 120 FPS, but still. Legend ZA, like I said, was also shown off and it does look really good. Now you learned a ground type move? Okay. Anyway. I probably should have written this up down of what I talk about, but what else was shown off? Oh, Silksong was shown off, which was such a huge surprise after, because I think the last thing we heard about it was 2019, and it was revealed that it was going to be released in 2023, which very much did not happen. But now, apparently, allegedly, it's coming in 2025 this year, and they just showed 6 seconds of gameplay. So, and just like the sizzle reel. Yeah, From Software exclusive for the Switch 2. Again, very unexpected. I know a lot of people have compared it to Bloodborne. I don't know how similar it is. I've never played it, but Donkey Kong, another 3D Donkey Kong game, which hasn't happened since, I think it was since the N64, since GameCube. I think it was since GameCube. It's been over 26 years, which is, honestly, it does make sense for it to be one of the last. And also Kirby Air Riders, which hasn't gotten the game since the GameCube. Speaking of seeing GameCube coming a part of NSO Plus, is really interesting. Knowing that Coliseum and XD are going to be coming to it, definitely would love to play through those games. Don't know why they haven't done it earlier, but you know, Nintendo. Chibi Robo Zip Flash is also one that I would probably be excited to play. Might be the Scott the Walls fan in me, but you know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can talk about before talking about the prices. Coming out June 5th, or releasing in June 5th, which was way earlier than I was expecting. It's possible that it'll be delayed with recent events, but still, I was expecting it to come like mid-summer, like in July at the earliest, not next month. No, 2 months from now. So, yeah, way earlier than what I was expecting. Alright, what do you have to say? Oh, whoops. I guess I can't think of anything else to talk about right now about it, so gonna have to get into the prices. So the Switch 2 being $450, I don't think is that ridiculous. If you want to go to Ambret Town, you'll be heading off back to Route 7 and take the other entrance to the cave. Yeah, $450 for the console itself, I don't think is that ridiculous. It is I actually don't know what generation it is, but it's pretty standard for this generation. People have said that technically that does make it more expensive than the PS5 and the most recent Xbox, where they've just been out for longer. Switch 2 isn't even out yet. So it does make sense that it's more expensive. And of course pre-orders have been delayed because, you know. And then, so it's been said that some Switch games will be up to $90, but apparently that isn't official. That hasn't been said anywhere officially. I think someone who worked for the Game Awards said it, but other than that, there hasn't been any official pricing other than Mario Kart World being $80, and that's the only game that's been revealed that will be that price. Dream big is what I say. We're looking at the future champion after all. Bring it on. I do think $80 is pretty pricey for a game. I guess it would have had to happen eventually, but like still, going from 60 to 80 is premature. I was expecting it to increase to $70, and it seems most games are going to be that much. I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be $70. So, like I said, I don't think that's that ridiculous. But, I don't think there's been anything that's, like, officially said that it'll be 90. Although, so, with the recent tariffs, I think, so, a lot of, or some of Nintendo's production is in China. And in preparation for the tariffs, they moved some of their production from China to Vietnam. I think China had a like 30-something% tariff, like 34, I think. So they moved some of their production to Vietnam, which now has a 46% tariff, which was announced on the day the Switch 2 was announced. So meant to go with mine up there, but yeah, so it's possible that the tariffs will be called off. We don't really know what's going to happen right now, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. So, I think with the tariffs, the Switch can go up to 600, over 600, like 650, which is, I think most people are gonna they don't want to pay that much. But this is unprecedented times. And also, because of that, pre-orders got delayed from April 5th, I think it was, to April 9th. I'm recording this on the 6th. So, damn. Yeah, although they did say that this Switch, the actual release date of the Switch is unchanged. And the prices also weren't final even when they were $80, even with Mario Kart World being $80. It did have like 3 asterisks on it, so they probably did anticipate having to increase it because of the tariffs, or having to decrease it because of backlash. Yeah, I had to cut there, but I do, so the thing about the prices being $90 is a rumor. Mario Kart World is $80. I do think that's pretty high. It has kind of become a thing of like, since it's a rumor, $80 seems more reasonable, but I do think $80 is a little bit higher than it should be, because like $70 is the standard, and you know, for it to break that standard, it is. Let me see when the PlayStation 5 released, because 2020, like in 5 years, increasing, I guess, not that crazy, but like, how often does that happen? And even if, and like, it does seem that Switch 2 is going to be on par with the PS5, or at least comparable to it. And like the fact that it's a handheld, it does make the high processing, or like the high specs, much more impressive on like a technical level. So, like, being able to play games at 120 FPS on the go is going to be it's going to be peak. But like, the price of the console, like I said, I think is fine. But $80 for a game, even if it is, or was going to be inevitable, I think it is kind of unfortunate. I think it's also, makes me wonder the precedent it sets for what Nintendo thinks they can get away with, because Nintendo is kind of notorious for releasing games that, or releasing remakes to games that were originally 60 or 50, that then got their price cut, like for the Wii U, or the Wii U 3DS era, and releasing them at full price. So like, imagine a game going from 60 to 70, or maybe even 60 to 80. I doubt that'll happen, but like, it's Nintendo, you never know. I do like this one though. Pretty cool. Yeah, I do think it could get dangerous if Nintendo gets a little too comfortable with what they think they can get away with. Hi there, neighbor. Please don't battle me, please don't battle me. This is Sam Town. You can just go through the aquarium to get to Silage Village City, but first we should go to the Fossil Lab and have them tell us about fossils. You might even learn something about those mysterious stones related to Mega Evolution. Yeah, a lot of people have brought up the 3DS price cut because it didn't sell well on release, so it got a pretty harsh price cut. I think it was like $250 to $150, something like that. Like $350 is pretty good for my console. So I feel like if he does get a price cut, it's probably going to be more realistically 450 to 400. But you know, like, why do I say you know so much? I don't know why I say it so much. I'm assuming this is the false law. Welcome to Hotel Ember. Okay, this is not the right place. I do wonder how Elden Ring is gonna run. I feel like it's because it would probably blow up the base Switch if it did play on the Switch one. Yeah, so maybe it'll only slow. Maybe it'll blow up slower on the Switch too. Okay, this is definitely the fossil lab. You must have come to the fossil lab because you like fossils. If a Pokemon named called Genesect with you, please let me know, alright? I'm assuming I cannot get that in this game. Okay. Wait for me. Welcome, future archaeologist. You were drawn here by the mystique of fossils, no doubt. My name is Serena, and this is Junior. We're researching Mega Evolution, and we were wondering if you knew anything about it. I mean, there is Mega Aerodactyl, so it's not a ridiculous question. Oh, so you're Professor Sycamore students. I've heard about you. Mega Evolution, you say? I'm sorry, but all I know is that it has something to do with mysterious stones. Still, since you're students of the Professor, you must know about Pokemon fossils, correct? Yes. Well, I expect no less from Professor Sycamore students. That's right, fossils have a legacy of prehistoric Pokemon. You should really go to the dig site and see the real thing firsthand. Oh, I see. Well, if you don't know anything about Mega Evolution, then... Hold on. Pokemon can be restored from fossils just might have something to do with Mega Evolution. The assistant in Glittering Cave might know about that. What should I do? Well, since I'm already here, maybe I should go talk to that assistant. Are you going to Glittering Cave, Little Jack? There's also the upgrade packs. They're clearly going to be paid because in a video promoting the upgrade packs for Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild, which, just side note, 2 perfect games to display for upgrade packs. They say that as part of NSL Plus, they will be free. It's not clear if other games are going to have free upgrade packs for NSL Plus. I would assume yes. But this is Nintendo we're talking about, and they can never make things easy for us. Do I need to write you? Yeah, okay. It's also not clear. I don't think it's not clear how much they're gonna cost. I'm assuming like $10. They also seem to add something to the base game. I don't know if anything was shown for Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild, but there was like a DLC pretty much for the Kirby and the Forgotten Land upgrade pack. Mario Party Jamboree had like an extra mode and added camera features. So it does seem to be somewhat treated like DLC, or sometimes adding on to it. So I think making them paid is fine. If you think about it as more so paying for that extra content and not just paying for a increase in quality or increase in frame rate. Because like Mario Party, you don't really need increased frame rate or increased graphics. You just kind of need... It's like the gameplay of it, you know? Oh, well, hold on. I do wonder what other games will get upgrade packs. I'm pretty sure in like the sizzle reel, they showed another game that was getting a Switch 2 version. I'm assuming a lot of their mainline game, or a lot of their first-party games are getting upgrade packs. I wonder if any third-party games are gonna get upgrade packs. Because, like, for, like, non-exclusive ones like Sonic games, it would be better to run them on, like, a PS5 or, Xbox or PC, because they'd run faster. Frontiers and Generations are examples. Also, I just want to say, going up to 1080p in 2025 should not be a big thing. The fact that the Switch was locked at 1080 in 2017 is, I kind of want to say, unacceptable. Although, I don't know, I guess I don't know if it's going to be a huge difference. Because like 720 and 1080 aren't like a huge difference on phone, but like, still, it's kind of crazy how, like, it's about time, you know? The way they showed it was cool, though. Anyway. Yeah. So I was just saying, because I feel like Mario Odyssey would be interesting. I think certain Pokemon games, like, you know, Scarlet and Violet, definitely would be interesting to see those with better graphics and better frame rate. You know, as much as I love them, that it does hold them back a little. And not enough for me to dislike them. I still love those games, but still, you know. Although I guess those games just needed more time rather than a hardware limitation. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, the Pro Controller. So, the Pro Controller does look different. Wait, you make a Wonder Trade. I don't think I got that accessible to me. The Pro Controller does look different. It has white accents. I don't think it's a huge deal. Although I do wonder how it would look with special variants. I think it could be with like limited time releases or unique versions. It could be more unique. I don't know what the best way to word that, but like, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Like, I think it can make special version of the controller look more special. I also wonder with the camera that's going to come in with Game Chat, also, you know, official Nintendo voice chat, I do wonder, because it's $50, I wonder if they'll be able to, like, use a different kind of webcam. Kind of like just a regular one. Also makes me wonder if you'll be able to plug in a mouse or like if Nintendo's going to release a mouse. Mario Paint 2. Or Mario Paint released for the, I think it was an SNES game. So released for the, it was either NES or the SNES, I think it was SNES. But it could be cool if it was released for the SNES online collection. Oh, is this Flare? Oh, it is! So yeah, our first look at Flare other than Lysander. What's this? Well, what do we have here? A nosy little trainer has come poking around. Listen up. We're the fashionable team whose very name makes people tremble in fear. Team Flare. Team Flare's goal is to make it so we're the only ones who are happy. Okay. We don't care one bit about what happens to other trainers or Pokemon. Get out of here, kid. Don't you know not to play with fire? guess. So dumb. It really doesn't matter though. Someday, everyone non-team player is going to get burned anyway. Well, you know what they say. Fight fire with fire, and I'm bleeding with a fletcher. Whoops. Fight fire and fight. I mean, you know, I might as well switch to Greninja. Oh, well, hold on. There we go. Yeah, okay, now I'm ready. Getting my fancy suit dirty isn't the stylish way to do things, but if you insist, I'll obliterate you. Get him, Houndour. You are challenged by 10 player grunts. Was that a Premier Ball? Water Pulse. Water Pulse. I also wonder how much bigger the Joy-Con tails are going to be compared to the Joy-Cons. Because one of the bigger complaints about the regular Joy-Cons is the size of them. We all know what the biggest complaint about them is. But they are bigger, but I don't know if they're going to be big enough for a lot of people. I haven't had any issues with them being too small. So, I also wonder if Joy-Con Drift is going to be in any way countered. I guess we'll just see. What's this? You're a pretty tough Pokemon trainer for a kid. But watch yourself. I'm not the only member of Team Flare. Alright, kid. Alright, little bro. Aw, man. Also, I do wonder about the microphone, because one, it seems very small. So, I don't know how good it's gonna be. They also show, in the trailer, they show someone sitting very far from it. It does make me wonder how sensitive it'll be. Because they say it can block out background noise too, which is common for mics. But the fact that it'll be able to pick a view up when you're very far from it, but also be able to cut out background noise. Yeah, it's probably not impossible, but it does make me question how good it's gonna be. Like, if it's up close, then obviously, yeah, it shouldn't have any issue. But, yeah. I've seen some people complain about NSL, and, it is the cheap, if I'm not mistaken, it is the cheapest of, the three. Because, all of them have you pay for online, I'm pretty sure. It's just Nintendo happens to be the worst, hence why it's the cheapest. And also, it just comes with games. I guess it could come with more. I do think the games it comes with are a little weird. It's because it took a while for CK8. What do you call it? Super Mario RPG for the SNES. There's also probably other games that it should have that it doesn't. With the Game Boy and GBA, why don't they have mainline Pokemon games? I know some people have said it's they don't want you to play the older Pokemon games because then you wouldn't want to play the new one because you would see how bad the new ones are, so you wouldn't want to play them. I don't really think that makes sense because I feel like generally, if playing the older games is going to cause people to not play the newer ones, they're probably just going to pirate the older ones. Right? they're probably the ones to not play the new ones. And even they're not, it's not like they're going to be releasing any new mainline game for the Switch. Well, like ZA, I guess. Yeah, actually. But yeah, I think it'll definitely be interesting to see what games will come to the GameCube. I'm not sure if it's within 64. I'm not sure if the original Smash is on it. I'm pretty sure the original Paper Mario is on it. I also wonder if they're going to release the 1,000-Year Door on it, since they've made the remake. I actually haven't even fully played the remake. I do have a bad habit of playing through games and just not fully finishing them. Oh man. Your team player. We put passion into fear. We would like to process but discover the kid, Junior. There are 2 members of Team Player. Well then, are you ready to battle them and team up and battle them? I just fought with another one of these Team Player guys. If you just want to make people in Team Player happy, why don't you just do that? But if you're going to go around threatening other people, we won't let you get away with it. Anyway. I mean, we saw some Sunshine is coming to which isn't 3D All-Stars, so it's possible that they will release 1,000-Year Door on it, despite having a remake for it. I'm trying to think of other GameCube games. Kirby Air Ride could release for it. Could be good promotion for the sequel, actually. I mean, they already showed you Rello and Costing next to you. There was a couple others that I can't think of right now. I actually can't even think of what's going to be on release. I know Wind Waker is going to be on it. I think with Wind Waker being released on it, there's actually not going to be a lot of games that won't be playable on the Switch 2. Then a lot of Zelda games that won't be playable on the Switch 2. I think it's only like 2 or 3. I gotta check that after. But still, if you're a Zelda fan, you're probably happy. I do think Wind Waker has like the best art style. Either that or Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. Of Zelda games, I just really like the cartoony art style. I'm trying to think of what else they could, but I can't think of. Oh yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. They could do that. There's also Shadow the Hedgehog, which I doubt they'll do. But like, it's not impossible, technically speaking. Because they released on the GameCube, right? Pretty sure. There is I think it's Sega Genesis on NSO Plus. It's some Sega console, so it's possible that they're gonna do Sonic games on it. I'm trying to think, could they have done Sonic games before? Was there Sonic games released for the N64? I don't think there was, because I'm pretty sure at that time Sega was still making their own consoles. That actually reminds me. So I think it was like either day of or day after NSO, the Switch 2 Direct was released or was aired or was held. The Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube account and posting big day for like worldly kart racers. Are you excited for the only upcoming kart racer that you can play on with cross-platform play? Really giving the old Sega humor of like, because you know, with the older commercials in general are very much more aggressive. Anyway, oh man, my favorite fashionable team flare suit is filthy. I hope we can restore fossils. We can make some good money. Yeah, that was just something I thought was funny. Okay. I think it will be interesting to see. Because, like, I feel like games probably would run better even without the upgrade path. I'm all over the place. But, oh, hello. Yeah, but I just wonder how much better. Did you find them? Why, hello. Here looking for fossils as well. Are you okay? Did Team Flare come here? Team Flare? What's that? A Pokemon? Team Flare? Don't worry about it. It looks like he was completely absorbed in looking for fossils. You two are very lucky. I just found 2 fossils. But they're both ones I already have, so I'll give one of each to you. The Jaw Fossil or the Sail Fossil. I'm assuming Jaw Fossil is for Tyrants and the Sail Fossil is for Amara. I prefer Tyrant, so yeah. Don't know if I'll use it. I mean, if I'm running a Dragon type, I'd much prefer Guja. Well, I'll take this one. I will store your fossils and turn them into Pokemon back at the Fossil Lab. Hope to see you there. Oh man, he's not gonna take me back. Well, we went looking for the assistant and found that suspicious group called Team Flare as well. I guess we should train more so I can travel safely with those Team Flare people running around. In that case, I guess the best thing to do is to the Solage City would be to challenge the Solage City gently. Do I have an escape rope? Would it be here? I have one escape rope. I'm not walking through that maze again. I'm escaping it. I just got into Invincible and I have just all of the brain on it. I kind of shined through it with the last one, but man, I need psychological help. Seeing the Kirby Air Riders trailer was very hype, because I saw the star and I thought Kirby, and then I thought maybe it was like a Mario game, but then I saw Kirby riding it, and then I thought, Kirby Air Ride? And then I saw like the boosters go on it, and I thought, oh, Donkey Kong Bonanza completely surprised me, because I didn't realize it was a Donkey Kong game until Donkey Kong was shown. Even when the monkeys were shown, I still didn't get it. It does seem like it's gonna be like Mario Odyssey for Donkey Kong. Visually, it does look really good. I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong's model is different than the one we saw in the initial Mario Kart World trailer. It does look much better. And even if it isn't different, I guess just getting an up-closer look at it makes it look better. Because at first I wasn't a fan of it, but honestly, seeing it up close, it does look really good. The fur, or like the hair, I guess, I don't know which one's correct, does look really good for it. And the game in general just looks really good. Pokemon now has no excuse for releasing low-quality games. And the uptime. I've been so focused on just talking about the Switch, so I haven't been looking up the encounters, but yeah, I'll catch the uptime. Do need to buy Pokeballs though. Anyway, yeah, game looks great. Sakurai is working on Air Riders. I do wonder how they didn't come up with a subtitle. They just called it Air Riders instead of Air Ride. Unless this subtitle is ERS. I doubt it, but you know. Yeah. Seeing ZA in the Splash Switch 1 Direct was also very hype, because like I said, they pretty much never do Pokemon in Directs. I remember I saw someone saying, like, you guys, you know what, we're here for Pokemon, just showing up, and I thought, they're not gonna do Pokemon as a Direct, but, you know, clearly I was with the line, I gotta stop saying, you know. There was also another funny moment. I think it was like some farming game got shown, and I said, okay, just put the Metroid Prime 4 in the bag. And then the next game they showed was Metroid Prime 4. A lot of people were saying mid-direct before Metroid Prime 4 got shown. I feel like they're not saying it anymore, because it was probably one of the best directs you've ever gotten. Like Tomodachi Life Legends Z8, Metroid Prime 4. I genuinely did not think Tomodachi Life 2 would ever happen in like a million years. It was a game I was thinking of playing too, especially during the break, since a lot of people were asking for Tomodachi Life 2. So to see the sequel, I'm just gonna wait for that, you know. We hope to see you again. Oh yeah, great balls, alright. How many can I buy? 32, I'll just buy 20. Anyway, I am very excited to play Coliseum RXD and XD, because the concept of stealing Pokemon is really funny. I do know the games are like probably the hardest Pokemon games though, so it can be a fun time. If I could be a fun for a playthrough actually. Don't know if they're going to, don't know how capture cards are going to work with the Switch 2, but if like a Switch 1 capture card will work, because I do have one, but I just haven't figured out how to use it correctly. It was silence. I'm trying to think what caught me off guard the most. I think it was Silksong getting revealed. I did say that if Silksong releases, I'll play Hollow Knight 2. And actually, you may know him from the guy I lost 2 to 5 on Showdown, on Random Showdowns too. I said if Silksong releases, I'll play Hollow Knight. I did buy Hollow Knight today, so you know, I'm a man of my words. It's gonna thunder apparently. Is there encounters here? Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything else I can think of. Well, for the Switch 2, Switch 1 Direct, so I'm probably just gonna talk about gameplay now.